So it is 2 up for Turbo right now.
Yep.
Um,
Sudden death.
Sudden death mode enabled. I'd say the first game was a very convincing win for Turbo. The second one, though, was a lot closer, one might say. And I'm hoping we will get something similar to the second game.
You know, I'm not sure they will calm drop the base this game, but it's possible.
I think you might be onto something.
This is just my my years of casting experience telling me that Goodlands maybe not the map for that.
I'm not sure you need that casting experience to make that decision, but
I mean, why drop to the main base when you can just walk there?
why walk to the main base if you can go all around the back? just drop at the back and make an arty base. It's easy.
You're stealing my tactics.
Do you remember that old clip of Tokito dropping the trebuchet next to an air grid and killing like 100 Stack-1 engineers?
Oh yeah, that was mean.
Imagine doing that here, like on top of the cliff, like in late game or something.
All right,
That's
slow.
what I thought.
He's gonna walk to the Hydra with his ACU. We'll see if this works. Oh no, he built the X's before the P-Gens! Oh, disaster! He has to reclaim the Hydro! Oh my... His brain was broken by the last game that he... Oh.
Oh no!
Oh god.
Turbo!
Absolute disaster.
Factory 4 max into P-Gens, question mark?
You should ask for the re here. The trademark move.
Only Tagala would do that.
See, Turbo is a man of honor. He'll live with this mistake.
This reminds me, I think Pepsi made a similar move at the drunken Beatles dance once, but he was Aeon. And he did the most big brain move I've seen anyone do ever. And like he fucked up. He built like the 5th next before the Hydro, right? And his Hydro was only 50%. And then he sacrificed his engineers as Aeon to finish the Hydro. My mind was blown.
What a legend. Zol has a lab that's just gonna die to a tank though. Unfortunate. Not like there are expanding engineers for Turbo at this point in time.
Yeah. For some reason, his build is a bit slow.
He's pulling it back. He's recovering. Ish. Bit inefficient, but he got there in the end. I mean, he's actually not terribly far behind, except for the fact that he's no expanding engineers and Slow has like 1 million.
Yeah, like in a second when Zlo gets all that mess, you will see him like starts to scale ahead. Like he has 1 engineer already on the 4 max's location on the left. So yeah, so Turbo has to play it very passively this game, that's for sure.
Everyone immediately changing their bets to Slow.
Why would they?
Well, I don't know why they would do that. We got 2 Mantis coming up on the right, and there's only 1 tank. Turbo has exactly 1 tank. It's minute 3.5. The man only 1. And he's got, this time Zlo has air scout, so we can see that there's only 1 tank.
Listen, that tank is a veteran, okay? He's already killed an enemy.
Yes. And he's got the Snoop to support him. I don't know what this other Mantis is doing. It's sort of chilling out.
Okay, look, this Snoop DPS will be crucial.
Snoop DPS is always
no, he's pushing.
The dodges! Well, he's actually just going to sneak by. Second Mantis comes in, gets the deal. And now, oh, he's getting stuck on the rocks, but he can kill this engineer. Bomber coming out from Turbo, just straight into the main base, but there are multiple inties already up from Zlo. Oh, but the inties passed by the bomber. Where are you going, buddies? Where you going, guys? Alright, gonna kill this, gonna start killing the mexes in the back. Gets 1 bomb off on the reclaiming engineer.
That's not the important engineer, though. The important engineer is the one building the factory on the left side. Building those, that into 4 max location. That one is a good snipe. Now he's going for the power? That's a bit of a questionable I mean, it's a nice hover bomb. I guess it's a UEF bomber and there's Cybern Nexus, so he actually kills 4 pigeons with that. That was actually very well. I mean, Slow is overflowing power regardless, but it's still power he needs to rebuild.
Yeah, trying to go for the other double bomb, but doesn't quite make it. But meanwhile, Hydro on the left going to get denied from Turbo. This is very important. Hydro, he needs the power. And there's just units streaming in.
Yeah, having to face a Cybern in this particular scenario is not the best.
That's what keeps players up at night, imagining this happening to them in the middle of a tournament. I mean, at least he's up 2 games, so we can feel a bit alright about this. But,
yes.
Oh no, he's got no expansions at all. I mean, he has air control, such that it exists. He's got 3 inties versus 2 inties.
He doesn't have enough mass to properly invest in that. He's literally on half the mass at the moment, and I think his issue is going for the middle actually. I think, especially versus Slow here, you need a very, very, very defensive approach. And just like Slow, just try to extend the game further and further, going to the long game. And just try to survive, even if you know you're massively behind, because literally the longer the game goes on, the worse Slow generally is.
Yes, but he's in such an advantageous position early. You hope that will be able to compensate. But Turbo's going on the counterattack on the left. Slow's ACU still in base. Classic Slow ACU.
Yeah, but like I said, like Turbo going to that location, I don't particularly like it. I think it's way more important to walk and secure the actual mexes. I don't think Turbo should even like maybe for some raiding, yes, but he shouldn't do like a big push across the other side of the map. I don't think that's fine. I think he should just try to get Tech 2 Factory up, and then just mirror what Slow does, because you know you're down on Slow, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of, it happens.
So you just try to use your defensive advantage, and try to at least secure your mexes, like the ones on the right side. Those are important. I guess Slow doesn't have his either.
Yeah, it's kind of evening up. Turbo's going to get tanks into the back, and Slow's not going to be able to do that, so that's a pretty critical pickup. But overall factory count, Slow currently sitting at 18, and Turbo is sitting at 14, so a bit of a lead there.
Yeah, I have to say Turbo got back into it decently, but of course you have to keep in mind that even though it was bad from Turbo, I think in general he had his entire start was like delayed by 30 seconds roughly.
Yeah,
I'd say, and you have to keep in mind that at that point 30 seconds is a lot, but the longer the game goes on, 30 seconds at this point is, you know, it's gonna be a bit less relevant.
Yeah,
right?
He's completely stabilized at this point. He's caught up in tank count. And Slow's kind of taking bad trades. Or perhaps just not great trades. He's got, like, way more power than he needs, which is the problem. He's, like, floating plus 300.
Oh yeah, it's a upgrade Slow. I would like him to get the gun now. He's already in position in mid. He's actually in range of Turbo's issue now.
Turbo could go for the draw.
He's just going to get some mass and get out. I don't think he will go for the draw. I think he should realize he's in no position to get it, because Slow still has way more units out, and of course they are Mantis as well, so they will be faster to reinforce the fight in mid.
Now Turbo going to try to get this PD up under fire. No OC from Slow yet, so should be able to get it up.
Wait, that PD, okay.
Yeah, just building a PD in range of Slow's ACU, it's fine. Everything's fine.
It does enough damage to kind of justify for itself. It secures the reclaim fields. It's a bit... It's a fine PD, I guess. A bit awkward, but yeah. Turbo is stalling Mass quite badly if he isn't getting any reclaim. Also, he's still missing one of his Hydras. I guess dropping the sides is out of question. I guess we should be happy that Slow isn't getting them.
But Slow's gonna make progress on the right here. Turbo took a kind of bad trade, overextended himself a little bit, And now this expansion's vulnerable again. Mantis is going to get in the back, and he's going to get gun.
So a minute ago, Slow had like 900 mass more in army value. Right now he has 3,000 more.
All right, what is Turbo spending it on? Oh, he got T2 land. He's got one pillar out. And he's got a lot of factories that he can't afford to run, and he's building more.
Yeah, and this is why, like, especially he did see all the Mantis spam that Slow is gonna for. You have to go into full defensive modes, and like just make walls. Honestly, walls in PDs. Like going Tech 2 is fine, but I guess he didn't go for Tech 2 next, which makes sense. He shouldn't have.
No, don't build a T2 mech here.
He tried to push on the right side earlier, and I think that was like he had some bad engagements. He tried to raid, but he was so already behind on units, so like raiding, it's almost gonna be a no-go.
Now Slow's just running in. He's killing the reclaiming engies. He's running in on production, trying to get into the back. Meanwhile, running on the left, he's just attacking. The man just pushed the attack button, and
Turbo still was shitting in mid, but Slow got his gun upgrade, so now he has to concede that mid area too. I really think that Turbo walking mid here was a mistake. If he just walked to the right side. Also, like on the left side, I guess we have to contest the reclaim fields, which is a bit of an issue, but you know, if you just go into Tech 2 transition as UEF and just try to mirror your opponent if he goes into Tech 3.
But Slow just going to push in on the middle here, going to kill the PD. Turbo just has to leave.
Yeah, he's looking quite a bit worse than he did 1.5 minutes ago. All of a sudden he had to concede mid, he lost the right side, that's expansion.
But there is good news. He has a T2 Pigeon, and he has T2 land, and Slow has neither of those things. So he can get T2 and then gun, or just gun. Perhaps even safe just to get gun first, with assist.
Honestly, I think this is a gun nano situation.
You know, you might be onto something. Just the fact that your ACs are going to be locked in mid-combat for all time.
Yeah, he's not going to have the mass to use the Tech 2 suite. And like I said...
Will he have time to get nano? I mean, he's actually getting targeted down by the Arties, and he lost all his supporting engineers. So this is going to hurt.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that tank... Yep. That's gonna hurt. I think, honestly, it's this attack on the left, there's not anything to stop there. Stop it.
Yeah, I mean, this is just going to push in. There's like, what, 2 pillars?
Yeah, and the thing with pillars versus Mantis is you need enough pillars to fight off the Mantis. Like, in low numbers, they are just gonna be overwhelmed.
I think Slow might be overextending a bit slightly here on the right. Like, he doesn't have much reinforcements, and he's got like 2.5k mass in storage.
This one pillar saved Turbo from a lot of damage, but he still took like 5k damage. Okay, there's the nano, but he cancelled it. He did queue it up, but the left flank is completely overrun.
Yeah, I think he just needs to try to kill Slow right here. Slow has poor reinforcements, and he's kind of out with not terribly good intel. He's got alright intel. Just send pillars at Slow's ACU with the gun. And Slow's just going to show it respect. He's going to back up. He's going to send all his units over here. There's the Shift G. Here we go. The problem is Turbo's already low, and Slow has great intel now, and he knows exactly what's going on. He'll try to block, but... Here we go. I mean, Turbo would take the draw. He's got no base anymore.
Yeah, he certainly would take the draw. I think it will be too late. I mean, there's E-storage for Slow, 3 actually, and he's overflowing 600 E, so he will have lots of E to OC. He's still on full HP, and he's already on 2 vets, so he has quite some regen.
Yeah, the army that's killing the base is actually going to come back around.
Yeah.
Sad game, GG.
I mean, you do feel a bit upset if you're Turbo, because it was due to that start.
Sometimes you do a goof.
Sometimes it happens.
Happens. Slow's still in it. Just have to hope Turbo does that a few more times. You're good.